that?
Okay, so despite of everything that I told you about true to you,
True.
y'all know me now, by now. Does any of that sound?
Wait a minute. From her? I've never heard from her.
She doesn't know all of the details like I do.
Yes, all we.
I told you she only knew a
Okay,
little bit about
just
it.
based off of what I told you tonight.
About her being childish and all that other kind of stuff.
Oh.
When women get angry, they do that. They say, especially more than men. They'll say things, especially when when they're angry or they want to do something out of spite. That's the first thing they do is they.
I'll be honest with you. I'll only say she would if I knew her well enough. I don't want.
Expect that
She's
answer.
yeah. Jennifer's not like me though. She's the type of person that she has to get to know them and stuff like that. Me, I don't judge a book by the cover, but I do base.
You judge them
I
by their
no, I do
gender.
no. Well, that somewhat. I judge people based off of factual evidence, stuff that I can prove based off science or theories and stuff. If I see people that are bad mouthing people, I can usually tell what type of people they are based off of hearing how they talk.
Okay, seeing what they're like and then judging it, that's fair. Seeing what, like,
But Christian, you know I've known you for 5 years, right?
I've only known him as long
Yeah.
as I've
Almost
known you.
6. I don't know that much about you myself, homie. The only thing I really know about you is,
You know him
you
better
know,
than
you got a
me.
mama, a nanny, a son, and I think you used to have a dog, or is
Uh-huh.
that the neighbor's dog or something?
Talking about the barking one in
Yeah,
the
No, I got a
background?
dog.
Neighbors.
I can't remember about that. And the only other thing is you had a ex girlfriend and you used to do drugs. That's about all I really know about you,
You know him more than
other
I do.
than other than the fact that your baby mama is a bitch. That much I do know.
But Thomas, you know him more
Well,
than I do.
I'll just tell you this much:
Hmm.
that it's even so bad. Her family even took my side at one point.
What I'm not saying was you know him better than I do.
I don't. I'm not going to take anyone's side, but I will say
I'm
this:
not saying that.
based off past experience of him being around that girl and stuff. It was your baby mama that you were around when you took the money and stuff from me, right?
No, it wasn't.
That was your girlfriend, right?
Yeah, it was the
Okay.
girl I was dating at the time.
Yeah. So I don't know about your baby mama per se exactly, just based off what you told me, but I do know that woman you were with was no good.
I'll be right back.
But that's just, you
Okay,
know.
that's all I needed to know. Hers opinion.
Yeah. I'm going to say this, though, but based off your baby mama, I, I'm going to say this. If she's willing to let you see your son on your birthday or for Thanksgiving and stuff, honestly, I'm not going to say she's a bad baby mama. I'm just going to say she's probably got her reasons and her own flaws for doing things. And you can't really hold her accountable. But at the same time, you can hold her accountable for her own actions. So if she's doing things out of spite, then or hatred towards you or whatever, I like keeping your son from you. That would be a bad thing. Show bad qualities. But if she's doing it because she can't do something or whatever, or saying that she can't get to you or bring him or whatever, then I'm sure there's a reason for it. You know what I mean? I don't 100% know about her, but from what I understand is she tries her best, but at the same time she can be a bitch. And I mean, what mama doesn't try their best, especially if they're taking care of their child? I mean, you have to look at it from their perspective, Christian. Think about it. My mama, she did her best to keep me out of jail, in school, and all this other shit, right? And basically raised me
And mom,
without my daddy. Even though she let me see my daddy, she did the right thing and didn't keep me from him. Same with your son. So in a way, I'm not gonna say your baby mama is a bad person because everybody has their flaws and their their own life that they have to deal with. But at the same time, there are valid reactions and reasonable reasons to do things. So if like for instance she's keeping him from you or whatever, that's not right. But if there's a reason behind it, you have to think about that. See what I mean? If she's just talking about you behind your back and someone tells you, you have to look at it like this: do I really know this person well enough to trust what they're saying, or is it just her starting up drama? Or hell, is it just them starting drama? You see what I mean? That's why I tell my girlfriend all the time when we get to arguing and stuff. Sometimes it's best just to walk away, stop and think for a minute, and if this motherfucker, I was about to say, if he does not take anything out of that fucking crate and leaves one thing in it, I'm gonna be a mad bitch. 'Cause that's leaving shit to not respawn. That's toxic behavior. I don't tolerate that shit on my server. But shit like that, you see what I mean? Say for instance, like there's boxes and crates on my server and stuff that if you leave one item in it, it'll stay there until someone comes and collects that one item or tosses it out of the box. And sometimes people are toxic enough to leave like one material in it or one scrap in it just to be a dick.
what?
Yeah.
Don't you? Are you sure it wasn't a dildo?
See, like that. No, 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 no. Hell no. That shit. Nope. Lemon, where you at?
Oh fuck.
After you hit up launch, go to fucking airfield. Kill that fool.
Give me them toes.
But nah. Uh, that other person that's on the server, the princess dude or whatever. M2, M2, I'm calling it. Oh, he's leaving crates and shit. Like leaving one thing in a crate. That shit's toxic behavior. Damn. But but no, on a serious note, Christian, you have to look at all. Sometimes you have to think about what they're going through or what the reason for things are. You know what I mean? What do you want, Mama?
I pooped bad.
Is it real bad?
Yeah.
Your phone's hard enough? But yeah, I'm not trying to talk shit about it. Talk shit about.
It's bad.
You see what I mean, Christian?
Yeah.
I mean, do you agree with me or are you disappointed in what I'm saying?
Well, I figured you know me a little bit more after these 6 years, but that's all right.
I mean, I'm not saying you're a bad person.
We need to get
I
our
never said you
toes.
was, did I? But what I'm saying, Christian, is I, I I'm not saying you've done anything wrong, but I'm saying you have to look at other people's lifestyles and their reasons and shit like that. You see what I mean? You can't just blame everybody else. And I'm not saying your girlfriend's completely innocent either, or your wife, my bad, all right, baby mama, whatever you want to call it. But if you to my mom, my mama, she'll probably tell you the same thing. Man, if something's being said or whatever, Ah,
Can't help it. I fool and repeat it same time.
I'll just let you hear what my mama has to say about it, and then I'll change your mind.
no, I mean you've told me she's a heartless bitch. Yeah, he grabbed it. He's still in the airfield grabbing crates and shit. But I know you said she's a heartless bitch. She's evil, this and that. She talks bad about you and all this other stuff. I know that stuff, dude. But sometimes you gotta and let people be people. 'Cause they're stupid and, and do dumb shit and stir drama and everything else. But don't let that shit do you wrong. Let them live their life and figure out where they're going wrong on themselves. You see what I mean? Then again, they might be hanging around the wrong people, kind of like you were at the time. You know what I mean? You got to stay optimistic, homie. If you coughing, shit
What's that?
did.
Oh, my bad.
But I do agree with you, though. She can be a bitch at times, from what you've told me. So, I mean, I agree with you and your mama and all them. I didn't disagree with you, not once. I just simply said you got to
No,
think.
I do understand what you're trying to tell me, but
I mean, it makes you a better person thinking about it the way I think about it. Because you won't let that kind of shit, if she's talking bad about you to your son and stuff, you won't let that get you down if you think about it the way I'm thinking about it. Because you know your son's always going to be there, trust you, want to be around you, stuff like that. You can't, you know that your son's got you know, the courage to stand up if he needs to. You know what I
well,
mean?
when he turns 12 years old, he'll be able to choose where he wants to live.
Well,
No, Leland.
he's in Tennessee. He's in Tennessee. He's in Tennessee.
I thought he was at the coast.
No, that's not lemon, mama. That's, yeah, that's not lemon. That's Christian.
Okay.
I'm not going to be mad nor disappointed by him for the fact of who he chooses.
Hey, keep that right state of mind, homie. Keep that frame of mind. It's all you can do. You don't. All you need to do is worry about your son. Don't worry about what your girl, what his mama says and nothing like that, or said or anything. All you need to worry about is making the right impression on your son. From what I understand, you do that. You play Blade with him and you watch Blade with him and stuff like that. And he enjoys spending time with you. He's told me that himself on the game. So I know you're doing the right thing. And I have faith in you, homie.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
You know I always treat you like a brother. I'll hold son, I, you know what I mean. I'm not gonna hold it against your son if he chooses his mama because how long has he been with his mama?
His entire life.
I said, whether he chooses his mama or not, I gotta get you off this bed.
Yeah, especially rolling.
Hold on. There's no Fontaine Archon, no Water Archon, because the Nouvelet is the water dragon. He is the dragon of water. He no one can have his power. He's the strongest water person in the game.
When do I start doing the quest for Samaru?
Sumeru, right after you do the
Yeah.
quest,
For Leeway?
no, right after you do the quest for Inazuma.
So Inazuma is after Leeway?
Yep. So the way it goes in the actual storyline and the way it goes in the actual game is Sumeru came out after Inazuma.
Doesn't that makes sense? But like, why are they so close together? Like Sumeru
Sumeru,
and
because it
Leeway
was an
both so close
add-on.
together. I would have thought that Sumeru would have been the next destination.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. But when I realized that the quest line didn't add up, and the next chapter in the Archon quest was Inazuma, I realized Inazuma's next, and then Sumeru, which goes into the desert area, and then from Sumeru to Fontaine.